time has come. We continue our Appetite for Destruction playthrough. Just a few things to note. It's been a little while because there's you probably can't see, but there's actually quite a lot of mess behind me here. That's because we're having this whole studio area upgraded and moved into the attic. So everything is a little bit up in the air at the moment, but that's okay. We're going to carry on with our playthrough. We've landed on one of the more sort of offbeat tracks from Appetite for Destruction. It has a particularly unusual arpeggiated introduction with alternate picking, and then a very weird solo as well, which we'll get to as we carry on with our run through here. Do subscribe if you're enjoying the series, by the way, down there, and it helps us out here on How to Play Guitar. Okay, we're diving into the intro section. Now, there's actually three guitar parts to this. There's the Slash intro, which we'll do first. There's the Izzy intro, which is kind of a bit more relaxed. And then there's a third guitar, which kind of comes in towards the end. And they all mix together to make that kind of really cool intro sound. So Slash's intro, we're in E-flat tuning as usual for this album. So everything's dropped down a semitone here. And we're going to start off with this arpeggio section here, which is on the neck pickup, which I should have done in the example really in the beginning. And then we're on the 4th fret of the A string. And we're using a sort of part of a G chord shape. That shape is, imagine it being on the 5th fret. And Slash plays this with his 3rd finger, and then bars across the next 2nd frets with his 1st finger there. So that section is okay, your hand stays in one position. And that's just alternate picking there, so that's nice and straightforward to begin this section. Then the next little part of this riff is... So how you achieve this is you use your 2nd finger on that 3rd fret, and then you play an open B string as you move to the next shape, which is a 1st finger across and a 4th finger. And each time you play that open string, you're moving to the next shape. And this is the next shape in bar 2. And then that comes around 3 times. So let's run it through. By the 3rd or 4th time you play it, you might start to get the hang of the little changes here. That's a hard one. And you move. And again, the 3rd finger can stay down there as you change back to the beginning. It's hard to remember to take your 1st finger off to hit that 2nd B there, so... And the reason, by the way, that you use the 4th finger on this note in the 1st bar is because when you take everything off, you can put it down in the same place that it was. So we'll carry on in bar 3. And it ends with a... And then it gets turned up a little bit, and then you get the awesome main riff, which is super dirty, which we'll go into in a sec. But before that, we've got to talk about what Izzy does at the same time. So Slash plays that 1st pattern. And Izzy comes in the 2nd time on the 9th fret. So that's the 2nd and 3rd finger on the 9th frets. You're using your G and E strings, and you're skipping out the middle string completely. This is a finger-picked section, so Izzy does it with his thumb and his 1st. And then the 2nd time, which I've written out in bar 7 for you, is like this. And then the last time he plays it, it's a little bit more involved. And then you're going down to this 5th fret here. I'm bending up to the full bend there. There's also a 3rd guitar that comes in the intro right at the end, and it goes. And that's kind of over the top of everything, and that's before you hit the verse section. I would say if you're going to play along with this track, use Slash's line like we usually prefer to do on How to Play Guitar. It's a lot of fun though, and I hope you enjoy tackling this section, which is quite technical. That's the hardest bit. Quite pleased I managed to get it that time. Get in. We'll carry on with the verse where things change up. There's a lot of different varieties of the verse, which we'll get to in our next video. But for now, thanks for watching on How to Play Guitar. Make sure you're subscribed because it really helps us out with the numbers. And we'll see you in our next part of this here series. Oh, there's a tab, by the way, a free tab for the whole song in the link below. Just click on that and you'll get it right there.